There we go. Welcome to my new YouTube channel. I'm going to be uploading a channel. I haven't done it yet. This is like a pre YouTube video, a pre-channel video. I haven't even thought of a name for sure for my channel yet. But one thing I do know is what it's going to be about, because I've been really specializing in this all my life. I've been thinking about it, writing about it, learning about it, and so now I'm here to share what I've learned and to also bring on other people who have brilliant ideas about what's going on and how we can be the best we can be. Really, it's a human potential, really kind of a, I don't know, I mean, you can call it human potential, you can call it spiritual, you can call it the pinnacle of humanity and who we really are, about finding out the truth about maybe that's been suppressed, maybe that's been kept from us so that we don't realize our power. It's about finding out about that power, and it's a power that's a good thing, not the power over kind of power that we're so used to, unfortunately, on this planet, but personal power, spiritual power, and the power within us. And really what that is about discovering who we truly are. Who are we? Who are we really? You know, I mean, we're not this body. We're really somebody who lives in this body temporarily. And that part of us, you know, even science has been involved in substantiating, and as well as the spiritual community. Now, so it's like where science and spirit come together. Science and spirituality meet at this apex here, because, you know, I mean, science, the part of science that was involved initially in trying to figure out, you know, who we are, what is this place, how does this place exist, where did it come from, how old is it, how did it come into being, what is it made of, you know, what's the history of this place that we are in. And what is the place of what is the history of humanity? You know, I mean, that was really originally what science was all about, and what science was involved in working at finding answers to, and also spirituality. True spirituality is about that. It's not about learning the rules and laws of different religions and the, you know, the processes of rituals that you go through and the celebrations and the, you know, those things. You know, really, you know, religion or spirituality initially was about trying the same things as science was about, trying to connect with this sense of who is this being that I sense as I sense is living inside of this body, this vehicle, and, you know, and through spirituality and delving into spirituality, many people come to the same conclusion that that part of us that is temporarily melded with this body, that part of us that lives in this body temporarily is somebody that is absolutely lives forever, is eternal, you know. And so there's this eternal part of ourselves. So science has gotten there, spirituality has gotten there. Now, not necessarily religions of today, maybe so, but most often not. Most often people who are religious really aren't even thinking to ask those questions. And then the science of today is about, you know, making them better adhesive, or, you know, kind of distorting the the facts in you know, trying to make their outcomes come out to be favorable for whatever product it is that they're being paid by a corporation to produce about their product, you know. And so you know, both science and many times religion both have been kind of co-opted and corrupted. So, you know, I'm talking about going way back to the basics, just back to those fundamental questions, back to, you know, who are we really? What is this place that we found ourselves on, really? What is it all about? Why are we here? You know, where have we been? Where are we going? You know, we come here and we find that, I mean, you know, on the one hand, it's wonderful and amazing. And then on the other hand, it can be gruesome and oppressive and wrong. And we wonder, well, how can it be allowed to be so wrong so many of the times? And we just, you know, we're perplexed about it, and we try and figure those things out too. We try and figure out, well, you know, how come? Why is there so much suffering? Why in this world has so much gone wrong? I mean, I remember thinking, you know, as a little girl, why are there wars? You know, why? Why would people do that? You know, and you know, and then after a while, you figure out why there's wars, and it's nothing what they tell you. It's nothing what they tell you, because what they tell you is designed to get people to go and fight them, you know. But if they knew the truth, nobody would go fight them. Nobody. Why would we want to kill each other? We don't want to kill each other. We don't really want to kill each other, you know. And so we have to get down to some really, really basic understandings about a lot of stuff. And so this is what my channel is going to be about. I was thinking about calling it From the Inside Out, and then I thought, well, inside out, it's outside in, because we can learn from the inside out as well as the outside in. We certainly do need to take in information. That's how we expand our horizons and our scope of understandings. But really what I want to focus on this channel is to develop the ability to learn from inside of ourselves, and to learn to trust that which is that knowledge, that sense of knowing that it is within each of us. And each of us has a piece of the puzzle, you know. I mean, I'm not going to be here to tell you what my inside knowingness tells me. I'll share it, definitely I'll share it, as we all should share it. But I want to know what yours is. I want to know what everyone else's is. And we're going to be talking to a lot of people. And if any of you want to participate, I want you to participate. I want to know what you think. You know, so many times you get into conversations with people, especially about spirituality, and they go, well, you know, this master said this and that master said that. And I'm like, you know, I don't want to know what they said. I want to know what you say. What do you say? What is your experience? How do you experience, you know, whatever it is in question that we're talking about? What is your sense of it? What is your heart, gut tell you about what is, about who you are, about what's going on? You know, and so, you know, we can discuss everything. We can discuss information from the outside in, as I said. But really what I want to do is all of us work together on strengthening our own knowingness and see what we come up with. So that's pretty much it. Now I'm going to be going to Acapulco. I'm going to be going to Acapulco in about 10 days. And there's going to be some amazing people down there, such amazing people. And I hope that some of them will give me a minute or two, and I'll share them with you on my brand new channel. I have no subscribers, no. I haven't even been on yet, so this is it. This is my introduction. And I guess I will be downloading this to a YouTube channel once I make it. And so if you would, and if you're seeing this now, then I guess I already have. And if you find any of this kind of stuff interesting, if it excites you, if it's something that you've done, you know, spent a lot of time with already in your life, or maybe you're just newly interested in this kind of thing, like and subscribe and hit that little bell so that you get a notification whenever I come on. I don't know if I'll be doing any live videos. I might be. I mean, well, I probably will be from Acapulco. And the event is called Acapulco, and it's in Acapulco, and it's basically an anarchist organization, not organization, because anarchy doesn't have organizations, because it's, you know, everybody's a sovereign individual, but it's, you know, people who consider, mostly now, some will be libertarians, anarchists, and now, anarchy, you know, the anarchists are not the people who blow stuff up and, you know, all that bad rap that the people in charge want you to think. Because if you really knew what it was, you would call yourself an anarchist. Probably, if you're into freedom, you're probably an anarchist. And all it means is no ruler. We don't need a ruler. Nobody has the right to rule over you. Nobody. Unless you say, okay, I'm going to give you the right to, you rule over me, and I'll do as you say. Well, if you want that, then fine. Then you should have the freedom to do that. But most of us, or many of us at least, no. We don't go along with that at all. And so, so if you give somebody the right to rule over you, you can't give them the right to rule over me or someone else who doesn't want it. And that's the whole thing that behind it. And unfortunately, we kind of have a situation where people who, a lot of us haven't really given the permission for them to rule over us, are ruling over us, and our freedom is in jeopardy just because of that, you know. And you know, they can pretty much, you know, manipulate stuff any way they want to, and if they want to take your freedom away from you, they can, and they've done it to many people, and they're not stopping. So and they, meaning the powers that be, and the only reason that the powers that be are because we give it to them. Make no mistake about that. So anyway, so it's a bunch of freedom-loving people getting together down in Acapulco at an event called the Acapulco, and it's also very crypto related. People, because cryptocurrencies initially were all about freedom, they still are. But you know, as always, the powers that be are trying to kind of take that over and control it, which is to be expected. So anyway, anybody who wants to learn about cryptocurrencies, that's a great place to go and learn about it. This is their fifth year, the biggest and the best so far. And so I will be coming to you from Acapulco and give you an introduction to some of these wonderful, awesome people. And we'll take it from there, and we'll just see where it takes us. We'll see who might want to come on and talk about some esoteric ideas about who we are, and you know, how we can be the best version of ourselves that we can possibly be. So if you're interested in that, I hope to see you again real soon. Thanks for listening, and have a wonderful day and week and month, and I'll be talking to you soon.